Welcome back to Playmaker OT with the Morris twins. I'm Markieff Morris, my brother Markieff Morris. Today we got a special guest, my guy, my home, my dog, my brother, John Wall, to help us break down these Knicks game and the rest of the NBA playoffs, even though that shit already went past. But welcome in, my guy. I appreciate you jumping on with us.
For sure that anytime, brother. You know that.
What's up with you? How you doing?
Ain't much chilling, man. Just really finished watching that week game.
Yeah, that shit was weak.
Yeah, I mean, you knew what was gonna happen.
Right.
I felt like
as soon as we all said the same shit, like, the league not letting the Knicks lose at home.
they
Not
got
at
a
least
week.
extend that shit, right? Yeah.
Then you got to think, they closed out today. He won't get no basketball the next Thursday. The league don't need that. They need another game or two. So hopefully Indiana can close it out the next game. But, I mean, the Knicks got some life now. They feel like they got some life.
JB with 32 points, 12 for 17 from the floor, 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
Cat double.
Cat with the double.
He was the one.
22 and 12.
Cat was the one. He said it early. He was unstoppable tonight. Right. And it was real easy.
Hey, what you think about the Knicks? How you feel about that squad?
I like them. I just think they don't got no depth. You know what I mean? I think like Tibbs took too long to start trying to play some of their bench guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they all complained early in the first half of the season or most of the season, and they was playing too many minutes. And you kind of can see it. You know what I mean? Like wearing down. And the Pacers is a team that play with a lot of tempo. So, you know, they got depth. They're playing their guys. And I think when Tibbs started to put some of their bench players in, it kind of gave those guys a little bit of life.
Right. I said the same shit. But do you think it's too late? Do you think it's too late? Like, do they got a shot?
For me, I think they got a shot. You know what I mean? Like, for one, you got a player like Brunson. You know what I mean? I think today what he did in the first quarter was impeccable. You know what I mean? They got him off the ball a lot. But Nesmith is being very physical with him and being in on screens. They got out the ball, ran a lot of screens for him, a lot of action to get him off his body. He's able to get to a shot, but I think the matchup problem for them is Cat. Like, nobody has been able to guard Cat. Like, they put a smaller guy on him. He's on the perimeter facing up, ripping to the basket. Then you put a bigger guy on him, he's going to the basket and posting up. So I think they got a shot. But, you know what I mean, at the same time, you know, Halliburton's been a guy for those guys a lot. Siakam's been a guy. If Halliburton's not that guy getting 20+, the Pacers will be in trouble the next 2 games if they don't finish it out game 6.
Yeah, because he struggled tonight. He couldn't even get a look off.
Right, for real.
I felt like he wasn't aggressive offensively trying to look for a shot tonight.
Right. But they did a good job of pushing him out too. Like they was denying him all the way up the court.
Right.
Like getting real physical. I feel like this series is way more physical than what was happening in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not really going at each other, but they super physical.
Right.
Yeah, you know the Western Conference. I don't think like the people call it foul baiting, whatever you want to call it, but you know what I mean. We can say the same when James is master how to get to the free throw line. You know what I mean. And Shea has done that. So whenever you try to be more physical with him, he takes that bump and get the foul every time.
And use it against you.
You see what Jaden McDaniels said? He said, "Man, I wanted to really foul him one time. Like he really wanted to push him. Like I really wanted to get a real foul." And I kind of say the same thing with Brunson. He's creative with his footwork. He knows how to do all those things. And you got to be kind of like just stay on balance with him. He's a tough shot maker, man. You got to give him a lot of credit.
Right, a lot of credit. We was going down the list of talking about like, do you view JB as a superstar?
Nah, not yet. I think he got like one more year. You know what I mean? He's the highest that you can be as a star, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's been all NBA. He's been great for the Knicks. He's leading to places they haven't been in 20-some years. But I say the same thing with Shea. Like I think Shea was at the highest level of a star.
Right.
And then you put that MVP on him, then you got to put him as a superstar.
Right.
I just think sometimes.
Like, even asking why we got you on this joint, like even asking, because a lot of like we talk about the superstar shit and like wasn't superstar, so nigga be like, yeah, you don't even know what it take, or you don't know what that look like. So like I'll be like, nigga, that shit. Nigga, I played on a team with these niggas. I know what it look like. Nigga, I didn't play with niggas that was superstars. Niggas know what it look like. Trust me.
Bullshit.
But you know the same thing I say for a lot of people is niggas, anybody can be a superstar. You know what I mean? You just gotta get the right opportunity, the right situation. Everybody knows that.
Right.
You blossom in certain situations. Like you can see the potential, like what Jalen Brunson was doing when Luka was out, when the Mavs was bumping. And he's like, man, damn, could he lead a team? Could he be a franchise guy? And he went to the Knicks and did that. Like I look at it like I feel like I was on the curse of being a superstar. You know what I mean? I just never got to that next step because of injuries. So if I don't call myself a superstar, I'm just being realistic. A lot of these guys and do happen the shit I did, and they be labeled superstars, and I'm like, the word get thrown out there too freely.
Right. So you ain't view yourself as a superstar?
I think like for fan base, like popularity, the style, the charisma I play with, yeah. But like the body of work, like I never got past the second round. You know what I mean? Like I never got to that Eastern Conference Finals. I never got the opportunity to be first team All NBA, be on an Olympic team, or even like just compete for MVP. You know what I mean? Be in a top 4, top 5 MVP race. And I can be real with myself about that. And that's why I say a lot of guys throw that shit out there too freely. Because if we calling Halliburton, which is a great player, take nothing away from him, he's a superstar. Now, what is Trae Young? He took a Hawks team that wasn't really that good to the Eastern Conference Finals already. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's been an all-star and led the league in assists for a long period of time. So I think a lot of guys is great stars, but they just haven't reached that superstar pedal yet.
Yeah.
So if Halliburton get to the chip, do you consider that superstar? Or do he got to win?
I got a question. That's a great question. Do you consider Ant-Man a superstar?
Yeah.
Team, second team All-NBA, about 2 times straight, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Impacted. I think Halliburton. I think one more year. I think he's gonna get to the finals though. But I give a lot of credit to him. I give a lot of credit to Siakam, but you gotta give a lot of credit to Rick Carlisle too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people disrespect Carlisle, but don't understand how a lot of work he did as a head coach.
No, I feel you on that.
But I feel, don't get me wrong, Halliburton's the best pure point guard to me though. Like really run their team. Come on, man, he's doing impeccable shit. Like a guy that has the ball 90% of the time and be getting all these games with 0 turnovers.
Right.
You got to have a lot of credit and respect for that there.
We looked up Chris Paul's stats when he was the same age as Halliburton from what was it, 21 to 25. I think Halliburton 25 right now, right? Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
And when Chris Paul was 21, 25, he was considered a superstar in the league, right? I would say once at least he got to like 23.
Right.
And they averaged the exact same amount. Yeah, they both averaged 20 and 10. Like CP at like 21, 12, 22.
Second Eastern Conference Finals in a row.
Yeah.
Back to back.
So, I mean, like you know body of work.
If you're looking at a body of work like that, for
it's
sure.
CP for right now. But
yeah,
just
for
in
sure.
that time.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I said I ain't say he was CP. I'm like he like really moving that trajectory.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the numbers in that time is the exact same.
Right.
But you said the real shit though. You said you're not comparing with CP. I think CP's a better scorer than him. You know what I mean? Better mid range. But Halliburton's on the same trajectory as that, like getting 20 and 10. People don't understand how hard it is to get 20 and 10. But what I like about Halliburton is he's doing this shit with 0 turnovers.
Right.
Like that's unheard of, being a point guard and not really turning the ball over. Like that's impeccable there.
Right. The night he only had 8.
It was funny. My fun. It was funny because, like I said the other day when I was talking about Stephen A. was just talking about like going through his stats. I had 2, 5, 0, 7. He like
0.
That's not a. And that kind of reminded me of the night, like, damn, it was one of those flat-ass games he had.
Yeah.
After coming back off of the 36, 12, and whatever he had last
15,
night. You know what I'm saying?
15.
At 15, and then you come and have a game like this.
But I think for him, like this is how my mindset is. Smooth. Like, if you the superstar, you the guy, bro, you got to take at least 15, 20 shots.
At least. Right. There's no game without that.
Yeah, nothing. But, like, for me, be aggressive. Like, I always push the pace. Like, I might not get a shot for myself, but I'm putting pressure on the defense that's open the floor for my other guys. Right. So, like, I might go 1 for 15, but if I got my other guys open shots and I can be looking at the film like, we just missed shots tonight, I can deal with that. But if you want never aggressive and only took like 5 to 8 shots, like, nah, you can't
open
do
the
that.
game up for everyone.
Too, if you look at him, like it's like he played both sides. Like sometimes he'd come out and just be controlling the game. He might have a good dub, like just timely shots, right? But then he'd have 12 assists and no turnovers or something like that. And then sometimes he just come out super aggressive, like he did last game. Go for 40. So I think it's a mixture of both. Like he kind of can play both sides, and then sometimes you like, bro, you gotta shoot the ball more.
Right.
But then it'd be like,
especially with a game like tonight, they couldn't score.
Yeah.
Naismith would shoot all types of shit. All that shit that he was making in that first game, that's the same shit he was shooting. That shit was not falling.
Right. Mathurin got off though. I like what Mathurin did.
He gonna be big. If they can beat the Knicks and get to the finals, I think he gonna be big for him.
Well, all right, bet. Let's say this though. 3 keys that the Knicks need. You think if you was like, all right, you know what I'm saying, a perfect world to win the series. Like if you thought they needed 3 keys, I'm gonna start with you, Smooth. 3 keys you think that the Knicks could do to turn it around and win the series.
Well, I think still in those extra possessions like they did this game really made a big difference with Josh Hart and those guys getting all them offensive rebounds. And I think the number 1 key is Markieff Bridges, I think. Because tonight he played real well, got to his spots, every time and got a great shot, fade away playing in the mid-range because you're going to get what you're going to get out of Cat and Brunson. They locked in. They super focused.
Right.
So I think it's Markieff Bridges. I think it's still in those extra possessions, and I just think if the bench can continue to play just confidence and just be able to get the time to be able to play. If Tibbs gonna put the motherfuckers in the game and let them play, I seen Shamlin hit 3 big shots tonight.
Right, 2 for 3, yeah.
2 for 3, hit 2 threes, hit a quarter layup. He got an offensive foul on defense. So I just think that's the 3. If Markieff Bridges is the one. Because like I said, you're going to get what you're going to get out of
he had 12. He had 12. I think he just got to be, like, super solid.
Yeah, Markieff? He had 12, but he just was super aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? He made big-time shots. Like, he never went away from his shot. That's what they need. They need that third guy to be able to get a bucket.
Right. What you think, Five?
Yeah, for one, Markieff Bridges got to be great. Like, you give up so many first-round picks for him. He got to be that third guy.
Got to be.
You know what I mean? Like, he got to be. You know what I mean? You're going to get a little bit from OG here and there. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a little injured a little bit. But I think the big key off their bench is McBride.
Yeah.
McBride coming in, making shots and being good defensively. Because if he can match what McConnell is trying to do, pushing the pace, and TJ McConnell getting to that paint, getting 10 to 12 points for them, getting assists, and McBride can make shots for them and defend the way he usually defends. With Markieff Bridges doing what he's doing. And the last thing, they got to be physical. Like tonight, defensively, they was being physical, being disruptive.
Physical as shit, right.
If they doing that, they got a chance to come back in the series.
Right. Yeah. I feel the same, too. I still believe it's Cat, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's more so because I feel like he the emotional leader. Like, he don't say much, but just, like, his antics and you know what I mean? He be dunking and hitting shots and shit. And, like, to me, he had 24 10. I said that in the beginning. He get right at big fella on Indiana.
Miles.
Yeah. Miles Turner, he get right with Miles Turner. I was saying that.
He can't fuck with it.
He can't fuck with Miles Turner. Can't fuck with Cat.
Got in foul trouble.
Right.
Those guys became more aggressive. The whole fourth quarter, every play was for Cat.
Right.
Running small pick and rolls with him, and he got going. I think they realized that, like, yo, we got to go to Cat more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we know Brunson's our closer. He's a big-time shot maker for us, but we got to get Cat going.
Yeah, he got to be aggressive.
Cat going early. Yeah, if he get going early, they put Miles Turner in foul trouble. Then they got to go small with Obi Toppin and Siakam. Or you might come with Thomas Bryant or the other kid, Tony Brown. I forget his name. When he come in, he don't really want to play too much. Bradley.
Yeah,
he
Bradley.
Really want to play
he got hurt
really
tonight.
Talking about Thomas Bryant. Yeah, he seemed like he don't want to play neither.
Thomas Bryant. Yeah, he started off. I don't know if it was this year or last year. He started off playing, and then they came with Bradley. But Bradley got hurt tonight, so I think he's gonna be out.
He's gonna have to play. Right?
Yeah, he's gonna have to play him now.
We gotta just give our like one little section to Jay Brunson. Like, dog was not playing no games with them tonight. Like you could just tell off the rim.
Play. That's the first play they've been running every game. Usually, OG will get the backdoor cut for the dunk. This time they stay with the play, come out the pick and roll.
You know, yeah, the crowd, that energy was.
Yeah, they said he had 32-5-5, 81% true shooting. God damn.
Plus 18.
Hey,
Plus 18.
That's one thing I can say about him is that being a small guard that's crafty, footwork, pace, he efficient as fuck, man.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Efficient. Like, he's shooting over 50% with tough shots. Like, you got to give credit to that, man. That's a lot of work he put in the game.
He uses body real well.
He get away with, like, him and Shea get away with that little shoulder bump. But you know what I mean? When you get to that star, being a superstar star, they're not calling that you smaller.
Right.
But he uses it very well. He gonna get you with them pump fakes. He gonna get you off balance. But they did a great job of trying to get Neesmith off his body, run him off a lot of screens. Because when Neesmith is being physical, They can't screen him.
Can't screen him. You can't screen him. They said Jalen Brunson had the most 30-point games in the last 3 seasons.
Playoff games.
Nah, he has, for sure.
Yeah, 30-point playoff games. Damn,
I'm trying to remember what that first season was like.
He cooking. Yeah, yes he did.
Oh, yeah, that's what that was.
He cooked shit. I ain't gonna lie, but even like just you, it's funny to see how like you can be that like special with not being athletic and not having size, just like pure body strength, footwork, touch. You know what I'm saying? It's like that for me. Like JB opens up doors for like little guards that like you know what I'm saying. That could just master the mid range, master using his body and shit. Like I like that, and you know how it is when you just find somewhere in the league that is just like a perfect fit, right? Him being outside from the city, like he in a perfect spot right there in New York. Perfect.
Being able to grow, they let him grow his game.
Every guard that Tim's done had, you go from D Rose, John Lucas, Nate Robinson, Kurt Heinrich, all those guys, that's his offense. Like my point guard has to be the guy that's a bucket getter for me. Right, they all get to be super aggressive and play free, and he built them around a lot of guys that's defenders that can make open shots. And shit, JB running with it. You got the keys, and you in Madison Square Garden, so you know everybody want to be the man in the Mecca.
And they let him grow his game over there. Tim did a great job of letting him just beat him.
I fuck with that. Just letting him play. Before we even get to the next thing, do y'all think they can come back? Like is that a possibility?
I think anything. I think it's gonna be hard.
We haven't seen in a while just because how home court advantage been looking.
I think Indiana closed out at home though. That fan base gonna be rocking.
Yeah, it's just
and you know how it go. Role players play way better at home. They gonna come with their energy now, knowing if I can close this shit out at home, and I get to host the Eastern Conference Trophy in front of the fans. I mean, shit, they ain't did that in years.
Years, right?
A decade.
But is it for the league? Is it better to get Knicks to get to 7?
I'm gonna tell you what for the league, the best thing was Ant-Man in that garden. That was the best thing.
That was the best thing, right?
Shit, we always hoping for that, but
how you felt about that series?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Ant-Man and them had a great chance because they bench. I mean, with like Nas Reed, DiVincenzo, Nikhil Alexander Walker. For me, in my opinion, I love that coach. He just didn't make an adjustment. Like when they started the second half with taking Hartenstein out and putting Caruso at the 4 and Check at the 5, you gotta take Gobert out. You gotta match that. Like you gotta match that. He didn't make enough adjustments. And the last adjustment I would have made, I love Mike Conley, most of respect for him, one of the best guys. He had to come out that starting lineup. He wasn't giving them nothing. So you had to start DiVincenzo and Nikhil Alexander Walker just so that Shea had somebody he had to guard. He was guarding Mike Conley, and Mike Conley just couldn't give him nothing.
Yeah, we were saying the same shit. We was like, they seen Mike Conley. It was like, yo.
It reminded me of last year. It reminded me of last year when we was playing Mike Conley when I was with Dallas in the Western Conference Finals, and it was like, you know, that's my man Mike Conley, but I'm on the bench and I'm like, shit, I'm helping coach, and I'm like, shit, I want to win. Right. That is my man, and it is Mike Conley. And I'm like, but fuck, he can't guard nobody out this motherfucker. Like, call him into every fucking action, put him in everything. You know what I'm saying? He older. That's what you got to do. You attacking. I'm like, he looking at me like, damn, it's like that. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to win. Like that's just how it got to be.
Right.
And I felt like after that they will go out and get a guard because he's no longer a starter. He can't. It is no disrespect to him. He can't get the team over the top being the starting point guard for that team.
Right.
Coming off the bench and being a stabilizer as an older player, that's where he at right now. And I think that they wouldn't change. They wouldn't change it up.
Right.
Like you got to be able to make those changes. Start, like you said, start DiVincenzo.
Right. Real shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And DiVincenzo started. He got them going. That's another guy that can shoot the ball from deep and defend at a high level. But he can also put the ball on the floor and create. The same thing you said, Smooth. Like a lot of these guys, we want certain guys, but sometimes when older we get, sometimes we got to set the road that we might be a spot back up for 10 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes some nights. But we don't have that high level because they need somebody that can put pressure on the defense. Like they was living with him, trying to make those tough floaters over Shea and Hartenstein back there. He just didn't have, you know what I mean? Like I wish he could have got over the hump, you know what I mean? Because he's a great person a guy you want to see get an opportunity to win a championship.
For sure.
But I think it was just better if they would have made an adjustment for their team.
Right. Just him not being in that lineup, you putting him out there with in the second unit, you might take got him out there with Drew Randall and Nas now. You know what I'm saying? And Nikhil Alexander definitely look a little different.
If you was a Timberwolves, what would your next look like, as far as next year? Like, how would you move? Because me and Smooth said we both thought that it's time for Nas Reed to kind of like get his chance to see what he got.
Lose him, you got to change. You got to go figure out somebody on the bench who come get you buckets like that.
Right.
Because he at that point where he has a player option, he feel like he's starting in the league.
For sure.
And you got to respect him.
You know
what I mean, so you know he's gonna go out there. Yeah, you know he's gonna go out there and test the option. For one, I'd be like, you know what I mean. For one, make DiVincenzo the starting point guard if you don't go get somebody. You know what I mean? And then the Alexander Walker can be the backup. You got to build your young guy. You know what I mean? You drafted Rob High. You got to build him, try to hope he get better throughout the summer, get in the weight room. You got to find minutes for the young man, Terrence Shannon, man. Like, you know what I mean? You got to find minutes for him.
Yeah,
I think, you know what I mean? He's a dog, a guy that's a bucket.
They got Bones, too.
Yeah, but, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have even put him on a roster, like, just to have a spot. I mean, he wasn't even dressing, you know what I mean? So, I think for them, just figure out what they want to do. Like, if you're going to let Bones be there or you're going to try to build through, like, let Rob develop. But your main part is trying to keep Nas Reed. You know what I mean? He's going to probably leave because he wants a starting job. But if you lose him, you got to figure out how to build that bench back up to be great.
Right. They had Ant interview. Did you get a chance to see that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Everybody was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, damn. Like it was like I felt both ways about it. It was like more so like I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you young, but then it's like you don't take it for granted more so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the opportunities.
He went back-to-back years. You know what I mean? So it felt like it's so accessible to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Till it's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's one of those type of joints more so than him actually like I don't really care too much. You know what I'm saying? I just think he been there twice at such a young age. He's like, man, I'm getting back here no matter.
I don't fuck what y'all talking about.
Yeah, right. So it's whatever. Right.
So,
real shit.
But like you said, like Smooth said, like if you get there 2 years in a row, at 23, you feel like you're just always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the time go by fast and the game go. You know what I mean? Like you might not get back there for 7, 8 years. Like I wish I had the opportunity to get there. So I even know just getting to the second round was hard. So fuck.
Right.
You've been 2 years in a row, you might think it happened again. That's how you look at the pace. Like you can't take that shit for granted because y'all went 2 years in a row. Mindful, you know, a lot of this shit comes with luck and health. You know what I mean?
Health.
Like teams got to be healthy, got to be lucky. But if y'all don't get to the final this year, y'all fuck it up. Y'all might not be back there for years, but they want those teams that built their core and stayed there. But you know what I mean? You think the Cavs gonna try to be back there again next year? You know what I mean? So
I can see it.
Man, don't take that shit for granted.
Right. I can see a lot of that shit happen. I gotta just say this before we go past this. What was Mike Conley thinking when he was saying this shit next to him? I'm looking. I'm watching Mike Conley. I'm like, he mad as shit. I know he mad. I'm mad as shit for him. But you know, all type of shit going through your head at that point. You like, man, am I done?
Right.
Like, am I? You know what I'm saying? Like him, like just being in that moment. We all been in that shit. Like just sitting there, like, fuck, I don't know what's about to happen next. Like, how is it? You know what I mean? I thought I had my shot. This was my chance. So, I mean. We're gonna take some of these.
He got another year, so he got his last year.
He got another year?
His last year next year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna have to.
They give him another year. I think they just had that conversation like, you know what I mean? I think it's time for you to be the backup. You know what I mean? Give us 10, 15 minutes a game if we need that. Some games we might need more. But I think they gotta have that conversation. I think even him just being a true professional, being who he is, as a great NBA talent for years, he already know, like, man, I'm probably gonna take the back seat and let somebody else come in and figure out what they got for the future if they want to try to make that next step.
Right. Hey, we got some hot takes we want to get to real quick. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to cover in that game, and we, you know what I mean, that was JB. That was JB show.
Bullshit.
JB game, you know, I put that shit where it was supposed to be at, get the Knicks back going, because I'm still rooting for the Knicks. But who would you rather see? What team would you rather see in the finals, the Knicks or the Pacers? Just like, what team?
Like, come come on, bro. You get the Garden in the finals, like you know that's gonna be spectacular. And me and my homies having this conversation, like, who the hell want to really see OKC in Indiana? Like,
Nobody.
For real.
Nobody want to see that shit.
I don't think no stars gonna go there. Like, congratulations to whoever make it. Congratulations to OKC. Right. I'm happy for them because Sam Presti built that team up for so many years. You know what I mean? Starting with KD, Russ, and James, then Serge, and then, you know what I mean, the Russ, get Paul George over there, get Melo over there, Ben Oladipo. You trade all that and go get a guy like Shea. You draft Jalen Williams. You sign some bets. You get a check over there. You got a chance to finally win you one. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think they really feel happy about it because, you know what I mean? I think we all know that OKC team was special, but I think they're just too young for that Heat team at the time. So I think they feel like they got a real shot, and everybody got them as a favorite to win.
Right. I think league-wise, it's the Knicks and OKC. But me personally, I think I want to see how OKC play against that offense of Indiana, being able to move the ball, push the pace. Because the whole playoffs, they struggle with a passing team like Denver. Obviously, they got Joker, but a team that's moving, cutting, and doing all that type of stuff, right? And then Indiana does that with pace. So I think I want to see that aspect, especially as the #1 defense. I want to see how they play against a team that it ain't ISO dominant.
Right. I still want the Knicks to win. I want the Knicks to go. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to see in the guard. For New York's sake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been in New York. It ain't nothing but love in the I feel like that should just make the city better. Fuck. What?
When I played them.
Bro, my little half a season in the guard was my fucking best season ever.
Right.
I love playing in there.
Every time we played them, it used to feel like we was at home when we played. I felt like I was at home.
We was garbage, but niggas, they still was showing up. Shit was sold out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to think, I don't think, like, don't get me wrong, it's the final celebrity's going to go where they go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that celebrity role you got in the Garden is going to be different than what you get in OKC and what you get in Indiana. Just being realistic. Sure. Like, that celebrity role you have in the Garden, bro.
Oh, man. In the finals, oh, man.
Is Jalen Brunson the top 3 Knick right now?
Woo.
Top 3 tough. I can't say.
I can't put him top 3.
I think he's knocking on the top 5 door if they get to the finals.
Yeah, for sure. And if they win the finals,
if they get to the finals, top 3, top 5 for sure.
And if they win, is he top 3?
Yes, for sure. If he win, he top 3. Come on, bro.
Gotta be, right?
They gone. Somebody got to move. Boot it on. Get on.
Right. Somebody got to get chopped down. Yeah. I agree. They win. You can have any.
What threes would it? What 3 would it be?
To be honest, he might be 2 if he fucking win it.
Right. But it's like, who are the top 3? It's almost insane because I'm biased. Like, if you ask me, Melo top 3. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you ask me, but
sure.
they be saying,
I think he top 3. Yeah,
but it's a lot of people that won't put Melo at top 3.
What?
I'm just saying if I'm looking at it like just from a Pat
and Melo.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
yeah. I'm telling you, you heard what I said. He was top 3. I ain't gonna try to go back and be like. I'm just saying from what I seen and the way I like basketball and the way the Garden was cracking,
right? But still, Melo still was one of the guys anyway. Like,
for real.
Yeah, Heat team, he could have went further. Like, you know what I mean? We can be realistic. A lot of motherfuckers won't get past the Heat team. I don't give a damn how good you were. They was loaded.
Right. That's what I be talking about when I'm
You had Chris Bosh that was a top 5 power forward at the time. And we had D-Wade that was a top 5 shooter guard. At the time of that, you got LeBron coming in. Like, come on, bro.
That shit ain't even fair.
We were just talking about yesterday how Brian fucked a bunch of niggas' dreams up going to the playoffs.
Look at all that shit. You wouldn't fuck with it have we played him out.
Everybody shit was fucked up fucking with Brian.
20 fucking years.
Bro, you could be the #1 team in the East. At the time we was there, you was getting swept in the East Conference Finals. Like, what kind of shit is that?
He was playing with shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's go back to it. If they win a championship, is the Thunder the greatest team of all time?
Or the Thunder are all-time great team?
They talking about, all-time? Damn, an all-time great team? I thought they were just talking about in Thunder history. They talking about all time. Damn.
Hell no.
Yeah. If they win, right?
Are they the greatest team in
win,
Thunder history?
team.
Are they?
If they win?
No.
Or the time's just different?
Hell no, they're not the greatest team.
I'll be saying it, but I don't.
They not better than
when I
them.
talk about them, I'm hating. I'm hating.
No,
when I talk about
though.
Thunder, it's like, yo, you hating on the Thunder. You don't like the Thunder. I'm like, bro.
But this one they ain't no hating on because you compare the teams. There's no fucking way that they better than when
KD, Westbrook.
Get that just because they won it.
Yeah,
now, if you lace them up, no, KD and them team gonna win it for sure. Like, come on, bro.
10 out of 10.
They don't have no James Harden they have no James Harden coming off the bench.
That's for damn sure.
They 10 out of 10. They're not beating them.
Right.
Hell no, they're not beating them. Fuck.
And at that same
age, we
when
forget they got
just
James
came in the
Harden
league.
coming off the bench. Like,
they was, bro.
Like James Harden was coming off the bench. That's how loaded they was.
Right. They had
West was crazy. They made it to the chip.
Right.
Serge Ibaka matching up with Chet.
You even got big ass Perk down there. Like that shit wasn't sweet.
Yeah, then you got who guarded KD? Luke Dort. They don't got no fucking chance.
Not a chance.
And nobody wanted to see Russ back then. That motherfucker was like
fuck no, ain't nobody want to see Russ back then. Hell no.
Man,
hell no, they not better than that fucking team. No. Ooh, fuck, they
they just gonna get the nod just because they won it though. They gonna get the nod because they won.
No. Who they gonna beat? You know who they had to play in the finals? What?
What? No, I'm with you. Hey, Smooth, I'm with you.
That finals team they had to beat the ain't no way, bro. You know, and the teams they beat to get to the Western Conference Finals. What?
That's what I be saying when I'm talking about people just use the word great. I just be like, I don't know. Like I think our definition.
You know, this era though, they always feel like somebody hating on the next person.
Right.
Like, bro, I just have a basketball opinion that I think like, no, they're not better than them technically, but they're gonna give them the nod because they won a championship. Okay, cool, that's fine. But you know, if you lace them up and play 5-on-5.
It's all air based, man. That's what it be. It be all air based.
Yeah,
it's all air based. Like,
because back then we could be more physical. Now you can't be physical.
Yeah, and the players was better back then. Let's be real. Like, motherfuckers was way better back then. Like, players was better.
I tell you this, and I had this conversation, right? If you can just get by somebody right now, you could be nice in the league.
No bullshit.
Real
right. You have to have no moves, bro. Like, it's go find the weakest link defensively and get a switch. And just attack.
And attack him and shoulder bump.
Right.
In the middle. Everybody do the same fucking move.
Yeah, we had to have plays. We had to really go through physicality. Like, you come across that lane, you get chucked across the chin, get up. No foul.
Yeah.
I'll be saying
I remember when we was younger. I remember when we first couple years when we got in the league, like, you literally can, when somebody was running through the lane, you can forearm chuck them. Like,
I used to cook.
Bro, Jeff Foster hit me like that when he was with Indiana, bro. I got up, I looked at him, and they was like, hey, he not the one. He the bruiser for this team. I was like, all right, you got it.
Yeah, that's all.
That shit. Yeah, I just did that shit recently. They threw me out the game.
They threw you out the game. I remember that shit. Yeah.
They threw me out. I'm like, this shit's so fucking soft.
You used to do that shit on the regular. Like, hey, that was the defense.
Run down the lane with your head down. You getting cracked.
Yo, bullshit.
That changed the whole fucking game. That shit is crazy. We was talking about what double down on Trae Young. What we talking about right there? Was that?
I'm saying like he been in East Conference Finals already, right? He's averaging 20 and 10 the last 3-4 years. Got snubbed from a couple All Stars. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't give him credit because, bro, he took a Hawks team that always got a big injury to one of his second or third best player. And we be acting like he's not a star or superstar, and we forget about him, but labeling all these other guys.
Right. As a matter of fact, he was that last year or the year before, he was in the guard giving out fits in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
And I said something about him when I was talking about. See, that's what I don't like. Let me just set that right there. I don't like that type of shit because I'm talking about Tyrese Halliburton, and nigga asked me about Trae Young. And I'm in the middle of me talking about him. He said, what about Trae Young? Not you, Bob. I think this was Stephen A. He said, so what do you think about Trae? I'm like, man, Trae Young don't pass the ball. I'm just saying that because I'm in the middle of talking about one man and then nigga say something about somebody else.
Lead the league in assists.
Yeah, and I'm like, he don't pass the ball. I'm not even thinking who he talking about. Right? I'm like, yeah, Trae Young. Then it's like, damn.
He lead the league in assists.
But I got caught up in basically how motherfuckers be getting caught up in just thinking of the time. Like something go past a year later, you just forgot what the nigga just did previous year. It's like all about what he doing right now. That makes him great or it don't make him great. You know what I'm saying? And we in it, and we know how that shit look when nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you was great last year, when you played
that's why with Hollenberg, I went back 4 years. Like, let me see what the last 4 years look like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can see, like, is he consistently getting better? Or is he like, you know what I'm saying, is you peaking or whatever it is? But the average 20 and 10 for 4 straight years, damn near.
Yeah, a lot of people don't be seeing that, giving the respect when they need to be doing.
And you don't get to fucking see him a lot. You don't get to see him on TV.
That's another thing.
But here's my point, though, right? If they get to the finals, are you putting them on TV a lot next year?
Mm-hmm. Got to. Because they'll be the best team.
I don't think everybody. I don't know if everybody want to see that shit. You talking about who that?
Indy. They be the best team.
I still don't think motherfuckers gonna want to see that shit though.
They're not exciting.
I wouldn't say exciting. It's like the new brand of like good basketball. It's like it's like
a high level college basketball.
Like a high level, high level college.
But that's not like you be like, oh, I gotta go watch the Pacers game. Like, you're not doing that. You know what I mean? But if you want to see good basketball, ball movement, great, well coached team, ran by a good point guard, you gonna watch that.
All
right. We not even gonna drown. We're not even gonna drown everybody out. Let's get some of these fan questions. Fob, we appreciate you even coming on, chopping it up with us, man. Do this sometime soon. We want to do some shit with the draft too, man. I feel like we should do some, like a little draft special or something like that.
Next game, another game, it don't matter.
Oh yeah, we gonna get it. So one of the questions said is, would you rather trust Pete Kawhi or Pete KD to win a team to win the chip for your team?
Ooh.
I played like it's crazy because
it's tough.
Like I haven't played on the team with the Durant Chiller, but I played on the team with Y. And if we talking about like peak Y, was like it was different.
The Slim Reaper though walked down them boys and
walked them niggas down, didn't he?
Spanked them,
swept them. King and them.
Yeah. Oh man,
walked them down. Like, but who you got to take one though? I know it's a tough one. This is a tough one.
Well, I got to go Pete Kawhi.
Yeah.
He's going to give you 30, probably 60% from the field.
I think I'm going
Slim Reaper. He's going to lock the other man up the other end.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Slim Reaper because if you really think about Pete, you say go back to Golden State. He was doing it on both ends too at that time.
Right.
He's protecting the shit out the rim.
I ain't gonna lie. I got to go Slim too. It's like I love Wild and I love his game, but being as though that I was on the team with him, there was certain things that you can go like to get him off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was like little certain things that I ain't gonna sit up here and be like, yeah, and tell you like what it is. But it was certain things I seen and I was like, I don't see that same shit in KD sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see that around a good team. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say K, bro. I gotta go with K with that. KD, not Kawhi. I gotta go with KD on that one. That's a tough one though. That's a tough one.
You can't go wrong either way.
Let me get another one. Okay. They said, what was your welcome to the NBA moment? Welcome to the NBA.
Rondo. Then I went out west. I had Darren Williams.
God damn.
CP and Steve Nash in a 5-game road trip.
That's when basketball was at its peak. That's when that shit was at its peak. That's what I was saying.
I said, listen, I ain't asked for this. I ain't asked for this. And I ain't gonna lie, Steve Nash started out the game 10 for 10 on me, bro. Like I wanted to punch the man. You know, he used to dribble under the basket.
Yeah.
I play defense. I take pride, and there was nothing I could do, bro.
Right, I'm already hit.
That's a play. That's a what you call it, the Nash. They call it the Nash now just because of Steve Nash. Yeah, the Nash dribble. Yeah,
Nash dribble, extending your dribble.
Yeah, extending your dribble under the basket though. When you go under the basket and do your shit. If you ask me what was my welcome moment, I'd probably say my first game, like, you know, we came in a little tougher and not really like scared of playing against anybody. I remember my first game against Zebo,
right,
in Memphis. When I tell you, bro, that shit felt like I was in a rumble. Like I feel like I was fist fighting somebody. And you know, normally we can get over because we just, you know, we tougher and we talk shit. And it was like he wasn't going for none of that shit. And it's like, damn, I felt like he had me in a box. Like literally, like he got a dunk that game on me, elbow me in my back, my head about 3 different times. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker nasty. Like, I'm like, no, I'm playing against everybody, and I'm like, yo, he the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was lining up with KG, Tim Duncan, and everybody, and I'm like, yeah, obviously they the greats and all that, but I was like, when I lined up against Zebo, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I gotta prepare for this every single time. Oh my gosh, nigga knocked me the fuck out. Like
I ain't even really played my first year, so I can't even really say like it was welcome to NBA. But I do remember my second year when a nigga, first of all, no, my first had a preseason game, I had 20, and the nigga sent me to the G League after that. I was confused as shit. The fuck, nigga, I just had 20 points. Fuck is you sending me to the G League? I said Daryl Morey shit. That shit didn't even make sense. But I played in Atlanta, right? I know it wasn't Atlanta. It might have been Atlanta. Jeff Teague was there.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever that nigga was, he came down the lane one time. I'm playing hard because I'm trying to get playing time. They putting their body on the line. I'm like, fuck it, I'm trying to get in. This little nigga coming down the lane, I'm like, he about to take off? I'm like, he ain't gonna take off. So I go step for the charge, thinking he wasn't gonna take off. Nigga then took off. I'm under, he done banged it all on me and shit. Then I'm looking like, yeah, you can't underestimate a soul in this motherfucker.
Player,
Mind you, they called charge though, so I did get the charge, but the shit, they still played it on ESPN that night like a nigga dunked on me. I'm like, bro, they called it a fucking charge. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Like, it's a charge. What the fuck would you show this on ESPN? I was pissed at after that. And
that's
I was
when
like,
you know that
what?
shit entertainment.
From that point on, every nigga getting laid on their back, they come down this angle. Like, it is what it is. I did get dunked on probably once or twice after that, but I laid a lot of niggas down after that too. I ain't gonna lie, my record, I'm up there on some, like, right under Floyd, whoever that is.
Dunked me one time.
Did I make it?
Nah, DC, remember I blocked you? Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do
remember
that shit. I was cooking that game,
I ain't gonna lie,
too.
though. I was scared as shit because I ain't think you was about to dunk it.
We was playing that shit used to be lit. Hey, we're gonna take what, one more fan question? Or 2 more? Let's get one more, man. What's this?
No. That shit ain't, we ain't never had. Last 30 years.
That's cool right there. Who the best player you ever had to guard?
Shit, I already told you.
Yeah.
Zebo.
Yeah.
He was fucking, man.
Yeah, Z.
He was like, it was impossible to guard him. Like, I was like, bro, and he wasn't even doing much. Like, that was the part, like, super basic, just that he hit me 1,000 times, kept elbowing the shit out of me. Like, I'm just like, and he tough too. Like, you know, he ain't one of them, like, like, you ain't about to talk crazy to him or be like, stop fucking elbowing me. So it was just like, I just had to take, like, you know what I mean? He just fucking me up.
Go with whatever it come with.
Whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Just what it is. Like, I'm in a real fucking fist fight with him. Like, we in a street fight on the court. And I'm losing. He fucking me up.
That's how you know bad. That's how you know this shit. That's how you know this shit changed. You used to be able to really be like hitting each other out there. That shit changed completely. What about you, Fi? Who you say the best player you ever had to guard? I think I know who you gonna say.
I got two.
I already know who one of them is for
MVP
a fact.
D Rose. That shit was MVP D Rose.
Oh my god,
different.
Like, I know I was fast, bro, but bro, hell no.
Different.
And then I say all my matchups with Kyrie, bro. Like,
I already knew you was gonna say Kyle.
Like, he's the most complete player for me, bro. Like, he got the no dribble three, all the dribble three, post ups, the best layup package, probably the best handle, if not top 2. And then they got floaters, right hand, left hand. So, you know, Smooth, every time we matched up with them, we knew it was wartime.
I was just about to say that. Y'all matchups when we was in DC was unreal.
Niggas don't know how good Kyle really is though, bro.
No, they don't.
Like niggas don't. Bro, that shit was different. Like Cuz really different. And I be saying, they say, who your favorite player? Nigga be like, Kyrie. As soon as somebody asks me, Kyrie is my favorite player.
Ever.
And they say if he the best player, to me, he top 3 best players I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Like with your own eyes.
With
like
your own eyes, for real. Like, bro, like every day.
Your own set of eyes, right?
I remember this story, and I'm going to say this story before I even get to I ain't even going to name the best player I the guy. I remember when he came to Boston, the year we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, he got hurt, right? And he came back, and every nigga will tell you this on that team. He came into training camp, and before the shit even started, because niggas was feeling like they wanted their spot. Like T-Row played well, rightfully so. Like, this, I ain't just backing down and giving you the spot, because it's my spot too. Like,
right.
That nigga Kai said, you know what? It ain't nobody's spot. Whoever had the best training camp win the spot. When I tell you, this nigga ain't missing 5 days, bro. Yo, he did the most unthinkable shit I ever seen in the history of the game, bro. Like, literally, he was scoring every bucket. It was like 2 steps over half court. Just like, I was just like, bro, stop the fucking
different, man.
Is we really questioning this right here? Like, it didn't make sense, but dog was so nice, bro. I was like, bro, I never seen that. Like, it was to the point where you just like, yeah, all right, but we gonna establish who's who. We already know what's going on in here, but
it's like with him, like you watch great players. Like, I've been on the team with everybody.
Real shit though.
But then when you watch him, it's like every time he touched the ball,
something different.
Something it's something you can be like, oh, like literally every time he touched the ball, you like, oh shit.
Sit up every time nigga do something. You like, yo,
shit,
that was crazy.
You looking the fuck around like, what, everybody did you see that shit? Right. Like, what the man, or even on it, man, I watched it for 3, like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, there's no way, bro. Like,
finishing all type of ways. I'm like, bro.
Every shot and any shot you think about, he can make.
He the most, to one of me, he like the most underrated. Like, when you just talk about like players and like where he stand at on the list for a lot of them players.
For sure.
They just, I mean, obviously because of some other shit that they thought that he, you know what I mean, off the court or whatever, but that affects
basketball, no bullshit.
If you just watch that, it's on the crack.
And everybody know what he on, bro. Like, you know.
He one of the most amazing.
Right. What we got? We got anything else, man? Can we push this out? Okay. Right. All right, we got like 5 more minutes of your time, 5.
All right, bet.
They said if you're in the Pacers locker room, would you be nervous right now?
I wouldn't be nervous. I'd just be like, like you just playoff games, you just don't concede. Like, you don't give up no games, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what they did tonight. I feel like, you know, Hollenberg 8, Siakam 15, that's not their best game, you know what I'm saying? And then off, you got to give your best shot every night.
Maybe they was tired too, though. You know how it is. Yeah. Playing those games. And
I ain't nervous at all. You know, like, to me, in reality, bro, I think they really just, like, you know what I mean? We want to end it at home. You know what I mean? I think they knew it was going to be a tough fight going into the Garden regardless what was going to happen. You know, they were going to come out fight when they back against the wall. It's kind of like the game when Knicks went to Boston and after Tatum got hurt. We knew Boston was going to come out with a lot of energy back home. They blew them out. We get back to New York next game, we going to end this. So I think they're going to come back in the end. They're going to have that fan base behind them. And deep down inside, they know they can't go to a Game 7 in the Garden.
Right. So let's just go right into the next question. Can the Knicks win 3 in a row and win the series? I mean, anything can happen. Like, anything can happen, but what you think? Like, what you think is going to happen?
I think Indy close them out next game at the crib. That's what I think.
What you think, 5?
I think they close them out. I mean, New York been one of the best road teams all year. Don't get me wrong.
That's why I got to give it to them.
But I think Indy closed it out though.
Right.
But you know what? The pressure all on Indy though. You know what I mean? Ain't no pressure on the Knicks.
Right. They 6-2 on the road. I mean, you in form. You in position to get another road win for real, because you've been winning on the road, so you already understand. You know what I mean? What that's about. So
they couldn't do shit with them last game in Indy though.
Last question before we get off this, John, man. just in case we're not on it on that final game. But is Pacers and OKC is the finals with those two teams that good for the league?
That's what we got.
That's what they saying. Is that actual matchup right there good for the league?
I look at it as not great for like people that want to watch it, because there's really no excitement. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody that's really exciting. Like Halliburton nice, Siakam nice, Shea is cold, but there's no excitement in it. I mean, you want to have some excitement. I don't think that's gonna be good, but it's gonna look dope for the league to have two small market teams.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the finals, that's how I look at it.
One more. Hey, that's how I say. One more question: if Holly win the championship, if Holly Burton win the championship, where does he rank all time as a PG? I don't even know if you can actually. I mean, he won a chip. Like, can you? Like, I don't know.
The question is, if he if he win the chip, are you taking him out of? Are you putting him ahead of everybody that didn't win a chip?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that consist of? Him winning a championship? Because there's a lot of point guards that didn't win that he's not better than yet.
Right.
So I feel like if you say if he do win a chip, to bring him top 20 all time?
Right. Is the championship? Is that shit everything? Like, cause I'll be
no.
I'm tired of
can't be
if he win.
Yeah. Cause if that's the case, like Iguodala won Finals MVP, where do they rate him?
Right. And 4.
I mean, I think if he win the MVP of the Finals, then you got to put in some conversation. You know what I mean? But just a jump top 20 shit. Damn.
Right.
Like, you put him better than CP, better than John Stockton.
It like he just
right
jumped
now, though. Right, he just jump over all of them with a chip. I just think basketball just in a different light right now. And I feel like it's a lot easier though.
Definitely a lot easier. The fundamentals of the game not the same, so it's more scoring. You can get over with fundamentals not doing shit.
But you know what I mean, we ain't gonna drag it along. Appreciate you, Five, man. Appreciate your time, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. See me later.
Nice chopping it up with you, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll be back for the next game. What's that? Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday.
We'll be back Saturday live. Check it out. Drop your predictions. Drop your comments. Playmaker OT, Morris Twin, John Wall. Check us out.